These topiary videos are blowing up all over social media right now. They're getting millions of views, and one has already crossed 200 million. So if you want to jump on this trend, I'm going to show you exactly how to make these videos yourself using a simple workflow we created. First, open ChatGPT, go to Explore GPTs, search for topiary shorts, then click on the one shown here and start the chat. Now click the start button at the top in order to begin. The GPT will then ask what you want to turn into a luxury topiary sculpture and give you a few ideas. If you are not satisfied with the ideas, simply type more to get additional ones. It can generate ideas for animals, fantasy creatures, objects, vehicles, and more, so you can pick whatever you like from the list. For this example, let's go with an elephant. Once you type elephant, the GPT will then generate 5 image prompts and 1 video prompt for you. Once all the prompts are generated, copy the first one and head over to Higgsfield. Here, open the Image tab and select Nano Banana 2. Paste the text-to-image prompt into the prompt box, set the aspect ratio to 9:16, and change the resolution to 2K. Now for the amount of images, let's generate 4 for a faster workflow. Then click Generate. Once finished, Nano Banana will give you a set of images, and from those, choose the one that stands out the most. After that, go back to ChatGPT and copy the second prompt it created. Then, return to Higgsfield, delete the first prompt, paste in the second one you just copied, and select your favorite image as the reference. Now with the same settings, click Generate, and once finished, it'll create the image you'll use as a starting frame later on. Next, go back to ChatGPT and copy the third prompt. Leave the reference image as it is, paste in the new prompt, and click Generate. Once the generation is complete, you'll see that the foliage from the bushes has fully filled the metal frame. This means the greenery has grown through and around the structure until the elephant shape looks complete. So let's proceed and download the image. Moving on, go back to ChatGPT again and copy the fourth prompt. Delete the previous prompt, paste in the new one, and remove the old reference image. Then click on the image we just created and use that as your new reference image. Finally, click Generate. After a short wait, you'll see that the metal frame has been completely removed from the elephant sculpture. Then download this image as well. Now go back to ChatGPT again and copy the last image prompt. Remove the old prompt, paste in the new one, delete the previous reference image, and use the new image we just created as the new reference. So basically, follow the same workflow as before, then click Generate. Once it's finished, you'll see that the scene has changed to night. We also added some garden lights into the scene and inside the elephant itself to give it a nice look in the nighttime version. Now that all the images are complete, we have 5 in total. The start frame, the frame where the metal elephant structure is being placed into the scene by the crane, the frame where the foliage from the bushes has fully filled the metal structure, the frame where the metal support has been removed from the sculpture, and finally the nighttime frame, where the garden lights illuminate the sculpture. With these 5 images ready, let's move on to the video stage. For this, we're going to use the new Seedance 2 model. Finally, in Seedance, click Upload Media and upload all 5 images. Then arrange them in chronological order, from the start frame to the final frame, so they go from image 1 to image 5. Next, go back to ChatGPT, copy the video prompt and paste it here. Make sure the duration is set to 15 seconds, the aspect ratio to 9:16, and the resolution to 720p, then click Generate. Once the generation is complete, you'll have a cool topiary time-lapse video. Let's watch it. We also tested another example with a tiger and turned out like this. As you can see, with this workflow, you can easily recreate those viral videos you've seen on social media that get millions of views. Now you know exactly how to make them yourself. Now, instead of using Seedance, let's try getting the same result with Kling 3. In Kling, we'll work with begin and end frames. So first upload your begin frame and end frame, then go back to ChatGPT, and this time do not copy the entire prompt. Only copy the first time frame exactly the way I'm showing here. After that, return to Higgsfield, paste in the prompt, click Generate, and once it's finished, you'll have the first part of your time lapse. For the next step, remove the original begin frame and replace it with the end frame from the first generation. Then, upload the next image as the new end frame. Now pay close attention, only delete this part of the prompt, and make sure to keep the rest exactly as it is. After that, go back to ChatGPT, copy the second time frame, return to Higgsfield, and paste in the new section you just copied. Then generate again and repeat the same process for the remaining images. Once you've finished all the generations, drop them into any editing software you like and arrange the clips in the correct order. And just like that, you'll have your complete time-lapse. Let's watch the result. That's the end of the video. You'll find all the links and tools I used in the description. Don't forget to like and subscribe.